So my name's Dave Yeoman. I am the regional sales engineer that looks after Aberdeen specifically, but also I am the UK oil and gas lead. So this is very much in my purview and focus to look after oil and gas and obviously offshore Europe specifically as well. So I'll be leading that. As far as Lindapter is concerned, we offer alternative solutions to both the traditional methods of connecting hot rolled steel. The traditional methods being drilling and bolting that steel together or welding that steel. Now, our solutions lend themselves incredibly well to oil and gas because it's very, very challenging to do either of those two traditional methods in an offshore environment. If you consider welding, for example, requiring a lot of heavy duty equipment, it's requiring skilled labour, but also you've got the hot works element. So that's incredibly problematic when we're talking about an oil and gas installation, potentially hundreds of miles off the coast in the North Sea. Our solutions, by way of comparison to that and to drilling and bolting, again, that has a number of issues. You've got heavy duty equipment, you've got skilled labour, you're drilling through steel. If you're trying to do that at height, there are a number of safety implications with that. So these are very complex processes to be able to do in a challenging environment. And we remove all of those challenges predominantly through clamped solutions. So that's effectively what we're offering. As far as offshore Europe, energy, innovation, collaboration. It's been a while since we participated in offshore Europe, so we certainly feel we've got some fresh messages, we've got some new products to discuss, and we also recognise some of the challenges specific to the industry, particularly in the UK, with reduced asset lifetimes, shorter cycle solutions, and a lot of decommissioning work. And again, our products and solutions lend themselves incredibly well to those specific challenges, so we're excited to be back. So I'd say the biggest benefit for us exhibiting is just getting access to all of the individuals that we want to speak to, which is a challenge for the industry, and where we still find people are open and willing to talk to us outside of a show environment. It really does maximise the opportunity for us to speak to as many people or as many stakeholders that we know that we can add value to at the show. And that is by far the biggest benefit to us, is having that exposure. And really it's only under these kind of circumstances, in this kind of environment, that we can meet as many people as we possibly can at offshore Europe. Really it's three key areas for us, which is speaking to operators, EPCs and fabricators. And then more specifically, we'd love to speak to anybody within these organisations, but more specifically within those three different groups. The ones that we're most interested in talking to, particularly operator level, will be technical authorities, within EPCs, piping engineers and structural engineers, because those specific individuals are the ones that would be keyed in or most interested in the solutions that we have to offer and that we can benefit the most. There are a number of challenges facing the industry that we feel very strongly that we can help and assist stakeholders very well with our products and services. So we have a number of new products. We've changed the way that we work, I suppose, in certain ways, and we know we can offer a lot of value to people coming to the show. Sure. Well, we'll be exhibiting and showcasing really all of our systems that are relevant to offshore, without doubt. So it will be an opportunity for people to get hands-on with the product and really get a better understanding of how the product works. We really see the massive value in that. I think it's very important for people to be able to get hold of the product and understand it, just in terms of the size, in terms of how they're installed and the applications as well. Hand in hand with just showing the product in essence and having that on display, we'll also be doing installation demonstrations, particularly or specifically with our hollow bolt, which is a method of connecting into hollow section steel. So people will get the opportunity to see exactly how that works and how easy it is to do and can be done with hand tools. As far as new products are concerned, we'll be relaunching our girder clamp configurator, or revised version of our girder clamp configurator, which is an online tool, which again allows users to generate their own connections just straight through our website. So it's a very, very quick, seamless process by which they can actually come up with, say, for example, again, a steel-to-steel connection or an end plate connection for pipe work, for example, and they can do that straight directly through our website. So we'll be illustrating that on the day. We'll be talking people through them and showing them exactly how that works. So we obviously touched on that earlier when we were discussing about avoiding drilling and welding and bolting and the cost associated with that. So the significant benefit that we're offering is the value in what we're offering is avoiding significant cost associated with those specific applications. We're avoiding health and safety complications specific to those applications as well. So we're offering solutions that potentially are safer, that are streamlining processes. So we're taking out complexity within the construction phase associated with offshore, or maintenance phase associated with offshore, and really that's where the benefit of what we offer comes in. The other thing that we also provide is we do free connection detailing for stakeholders within the industry, and what that involves is essentially we'll take the onus of a particular connection. So if they come to us and say we're looking to connect these two bits of steel together, or we're looking at this pipe work connection solution, can you assist us? If they give us the basic bare bones of those details, we can produce a single page design detail showing them exactly how we propose that connection will be made using our solutions. So again, we're helping to take work away from them and make their life easier. So it's again stripping out cost and making things easier for the contractor. So the way that works in essence is that somebody would go straight to the front page of our website, and then they can click through into girder clamp configurator. They then put in the basic details of, say, let's just say a steel to steel connection. So if they're connecting two steel beams together.
Yeah.
So we just need the dimensional information in there. They put in their loading capacities as well. What will happen is they will then get an option or several options of how we propose that connection is made, ranked sort of by value. So the best value option being at the top. If they click through from there, they can then select an option to have a PDF emailed through to them. And within that PDF, it shows exactly how that connection is made. It shows all of the constituent or component parts needed to make up that connection. It shows the beam sizes very clearly illustrated on the page. And for example, if a location plate is required between the two beams, it will give all the dimensional information in order to make up that location plate, which was typically done by a fabricator. So really what you have is a single page that is giving everybody right the way through the construction chain exactly all of the details to make up that specific connection. So it's really trying to make things as easy as possible for everybody to see how the connection is done. So my response to that would be really twofold, that we as a manufacturer, we have to recognise our responsibility with regards to the environment. Certainly our products are manufactured in steel, which is very readily recyclable, which is certainly beneficial in that respect. But we know that we need to do more as an organisation. So we're looking at things like EPDs, environmental declarations with regards to carbon and our products. But in terms of the actual future industry, so the transition to renewables, our products are certainly already being used in that sector, because a lot of the application chains that are relevant to oil and gas are still relevant to the renewables sector. So if we take something like offshore wind, again, there is a lot of steel to steel connections that need to be made, and our products will benefit stakeholders looking at those kind of applications as well. So we're excited and very keen to talk to anybody that is looking into those sectors as well.